Hey guys, what's up? How are you? I feel like a broken record. I was about to say like I haven't done one of these in so long. You guys know 2020 was a crazy, wild year, just to say the least. So today I'm going to try to do something just a little bit different. Pretty much do my makeup while I talk it out with you guys. 2020 has been like a wild ride. I feel like a lot of new things happened to where we were like, pushed out of our comfort zone. So I want to share with you guys today something that's been like on my mind, like super on my mind. When I turned 25, I had like a quarterly crisis. I'm going to be turning 34 in a couple days. But when I turned 25, I had like a quarterly crisis, and pretty much it was like, I'm not where I want to be. I want more. There was so much that I felt like I hadn't accomplished yet. And I've always been so like challenge driven. So like my self-discipline is something that's like huge for me, So I'm going to be using this palette today. So pretty much that happened when I was 25, and I was like, okay, well then I'm just going to move the number up, and it has to be done by the time I turn 30. So then, like I started growing in my career and things started happening for me, and I was just moving a lot faster this time around, and things were headed the right way, realizing that life was getting busier. When I turned 29, I got pregnant with my now 4-year-old, and I knew I wanted another child, but as a busy person and finally accomplishing all those things in my career, I was like, oh dang, like how am I gonna have the time for a second child if I barely have time for one? That's when I shift my goals and I decided to open up Makeup Evolution. Owning your own business is technically 24/7. So I thought like in my old job, I didn't have time for my kids, but owning a business, it's definitely I want to say almost the same. I guess the cool thing is that you're doing it for yourself. I tried to pivot so I can have more time, but I feel like I didn't. So then I thought like, okay, maybe having employees will kind of relieve a little bit of that stress and give me more flexibility to be at home a little bit more. So then I did that in order to get what I want. All this stuff happening, it's been so hard to like keep everyone balanced, like my staff, home, just keep everyone sane, like the homeschooling happening. My 4-year-old just started school this year, and my husband's business has been so busy. So like it's been trying to balance that too now, like he's been busier working, and then I've been less busier, and then I want to keep my staff's positions and keep them busy and keep them sane with like everything that's going on, as well as keep my family healthy. I'm always striving for more, and I'm always like, okay, what's the next level? Okay, like what, like I finally got what I wanted. What's been on my mind is like, at what point is good enough? I realize like there's no more striving for perfection. I think that's where I was confusing it a little bit. I want to teach my kids that. Like, do I want to teach my girls like that'll keep going? I feel like in some ways I do. There's some areas where I do like want to teach them like you have to work hard, keep going until you get what you want. But I also need to teach them like how to enjoy the process. I think that's kind of the hardest part, is like we're taught like work harder, make it happen, keep going, no days off. And we're trying to build generational wealth. And this is the hard part, because I know generational wealth is going to take generations, and I know it's going to take a long time to get there. I'm going to teach my kids a little bit more about self-awareness, but also that life does take hard work. I also have been taught like instant gratification. So like I try something, and if it doesn't turn out, I move on to the next one. Try something, doesn't turn out, move on to the next thing. And like I'm constantly looking for instant gratification, but I feel like in the long run you can really like mess yourself up like that. But at what point do you tell yourself like you've tried so hard, it's okay to take a break right now? You know what I mean? Like without feeling bad. Self-awareness will tell you. I've done everything I can to be good enough. And I want to teach my kids that. So when they hit hard shit, they know how far to push and how hard it's going to be and how hard they should work, because I do think that's important. But they'll also be so self-aware that they'll know when to be proud and when to be good enough. Do you feel like you're self-aware enough, like your self-awareness is so on point that you can tell yourself like you need to work harder, or hey, you've done everything you can to be good enough? And what is good enough to you? I would love to know your guys' thoughts. How you guys feel about that. Get down in the comments. Let me know if you feel like your self-awareness is so on point that you can tell yourself you're either good enough, you've tried your hardest, or no girl, you need to keep going. Like, what do you guys do? Like, what are signs that you guys see to know which way to go? So I'm gonna go do my hair. I'll post the products below. Thank you guys. I appreciate your time.